This is Roblox. Though if you've clicked on this video, chances are you already know that. But what you probably didn't know is that past all the fake Roblox hackers on TikTok are destructive hacks that actually happened. As such, I've compiled almost every notable hack to ever have graced Roblox. Of course, a video dedicated solely to the technical jargon of these hacks wouldn't be as interesting if I didn't also include the notorious hacker myths that populate Roblox. As such, I'll be explaining every Roblox hack and hacker. Real, fake, or whatever's in between. Despite the fact that this video is about the history of these hacks, the topics presented are not in chronological order, mainly because I'm too lazy to sort them, though I will include timestamps so you can skip around to your heart's content. With that out of the way, I'd like to begin with It's a normal summer day in July of 2016. A Roblox staff member attempts to log into their account, only to find it's been hijacked. A group of individuals gained unauthorized access to a Roblox test site through use of a compromised customer service admin panel. This site contained a production database of Roblox users from 2012. The individuals were able to gain a full copy of said database, giving them access to the user data of over 100,000 Roblox accounts that had existed before 2012, meaning that they had access to Robux balances, transaction logs, past email addresses, and IP addresses associated with login logs. The hijackers collected as much user data as they could until being forced out of the site by Roblox staff. Most of the accounts whose information was compromised were created from February 2006 to September 2007. Of the 100,000 accounts said to have their data scraped, 50,000 had their information released on public forums. In later months, during January 2017, the email addresses of players with high-value limiteds were shared on forums. A few weeks after the breach had occurred, Roblox released a blog post in which they stated that a security notification would appear for certain users, prompting them to change their passwords so as to avoid any further complications that could arise. Despite this, most of the affected accounts remained compromised, the only positive of the situation being that the account lock notification sent by Roblox proved to be somewhat effective at stopping bad actors from accessing user accounts. It's March 18, 2017, as you log into your Roblox account for the first time in a few months. As you enter a random game, you notice that the chat is going crazy. People talking about a John and Jane Doe, about a mass hacking of the Roblox website that is set to take place at that very moment. A few years back, in June of 2005, two accounts were created. John Doe, given a user ID of 2, and Jane Doe, given a user ID of 3. The people behind these accounts weren't hackers or scammers, but the CEOs of Roblox. Their original purpose was to be test accounts, acting as NPCs that could communicate with other users. Once Roblox exited its alpha testing stage in February of 2006, neither account saw any use afterwards. For almost a decade, the accounts weren't given much thought or attention. That wasn't until 2017, when a rumor started to slowly spread into the crevices of the Roblox community. The Bonnie and Clyde of Roblox, as some would perceive it. The rumors stated that in a few months, in March of 2017, John and Jane Doe would hijack every Roblox account. And as the day approached, what was expected to have happened didn't actually occur. In a blog post, Roblox addressed and cleared the rumors, stating that, obviously, the accounts were owned by Roblox themselves. It was nothing more than an urban legend. Everyone would then calm down, and learned to never again trust the nonsensical rumors spread about certain accounts. Of course, that didn't happen. In fact, one could argue that the community doubled down on their naivety and gullible nature. July 23, 2018. A popular Roblox fan film is uploaded, called The Odor. It follows the story of a Roblox online dater who would date male users, only to have them break up with her. This online dater would then hack them, finding their IP address. The main character was a user called a girl Jennifer, or simply Jenna. The creator of the film also had Jenna registered as a real Roblox account, which would then lead to some controversy in later years. As around late February of 2022, rumors began to circulate around Roblox spaces that a crazed online dater called Jenna would hack all female accounts on February 7th and 8th. She would terminate said accounts. This causes the community to panic, as thanks to apps like TikTok, the rumor began to reach a state of popularity that rivaled even the John and Jane Doe rumors. Some YouTubers attempted to dispel the notion that Jenna was real by contacting the creator of the account and Roblox film. The creator stated that Jenna was simply made exclusively for the movie and that they had complete control over the account, so there was no hacking that would take place. Ironically enough, on the date of the hacking, February 7th, the Jenna account was compromised, most likely from a cookie logger. The limiteds held by the account were sold off, and to this day the creator is still attempting to regain access to the account. Nonetheless, the messy history of Jenna often leads the legend to being not so revered by most users. Many simply regard it as a stupid footnote in the rumor mill of Roblox. It's January 8th, 2019, as you log into your Roblox account and attempt to play your favorite game, only to find that it's been privated, as was the case for various other popular games, such as Jailbreak, Welcome to Bloxburg, and Natural Disaster Survival, to name a few. A developer of Doomspire Brick Battle went to Reddit and the Roblox developer forum to voice his concerns. He shared screenshots that showed two botted accounts of which managed to update his game, setting it to private, without having the proper permission and ability to do so. Other developers soon discovered that the same had occurred to many of their games. It was found that for every game that was set to private, a throwaway bot account was used to do so. Unfortunately, this situation is embroiled in mystery, as Roblox themselves never released an official statement on the matter. Not only that, but there wasn't a clear explanation for why this event occurred in the first place. There were no users to come forward and claim that the hijacking was their doing, or how bot accounts had access to the source code and database of the aforementioned games. It was speculated that Roblox simply experienced a brief security breach. April Fool's Day. For Roblox, it's the same as any other day. Operations flow with relative ease, as the site accustomed itself to the newfound fame. Unbeknownst to the admins of the site, one of their accounts was being hijacked. A user going by the screen name Ellernate had gained access to an administrator's account through use of a .roblox security cookie. What this does is store user sessions inside of the web browser. It uses a hash function, which determines which user is logged into which account. With this cookie, a person can bypass two-factor authentication, gaining easy access into any targeted account. In this specific case, Ellernate gained access through one of the test sites. Testing sites were used by Roblox to determine which potential Roblox updates would pass through. The hacked admin account was accessed through Site Test 3, giving Ellernate admin privileges over the website. With this, they gave two of their supposed alternate accounts moderator privileges. Various Roblox assets were also released on the official Roblox account, most for about 1 Robux. The most infamous being the cross-eyed smiley face, which was made by Ellernate and sold for about 100 Robux. Alongside this, many user accounts were compromised and toyed with for whatever reasons held by the perpetrators. Certain accounts also traded large amounts of Robux between one another, most likely due to receiving such an amount from the hack. During this time, banner messages would appear at the top of the website. They would occasionally change color and display a variety of messages, ranging from simple trolling to nonsensical statements. While all of this was going on, Roblox scrambled not only to fix this, but to come up with a response. They took the site offline and provided the excuse that they were simply fixing the site's currency system. During the evening of that same day, the website was brought back online. The avatar shop was closed for the day, and Roblox had handed out the ban hammer to almost every account involved in the hijacking, even those that had their accounts compromised, such as OneDev2. In a blog post the following day, it was announced that Roblox experienced a site issue the evening of April 1st, and that they took the site offline to fix things. As the dust finally settled, Roblox came out relatively unscathed. They patched up the security flaws and had left the hijacking as nothing more than a simple prank. They would never have such a grand compromising of the website and its security. Stored within the time capsule that is old Roblox sits a certain myth that has been almost forgotten by most. Error 45229. Recognizable by its all-red avatar and winged monster hat accessory. The account was created solely for myth hunting, which was a practice started in 2012 that revolved around hunting down the myths of Roblox and explaining them. As per usual, once the account was created, various rumors began to spread, culminating in a legend that Error 45229 was a malicious hacker that would message unsuspecting users, asking them to join a game. Once the user entered said game, their computer would crash, and once they attempted to log back in, they'd simply get the message. Afterwards, their avatar would change to all red, and their username to 45229, mirroring the likeness of the hacker. Of course, there hasn't been a single recorded incident of this ever occurring, but most chose to simply run with it. After all, 45229 was a legitimate account on Roblox, and was sparsely active up until the account's deletion in 2017, cementing itself, among others, as the foundations of Roblox myths and urban legends. A programmer spends his morning combing through social media, mindlessly doom-scrolling. Thousands of Roblox users report that their accounts have been cleaned dry of any Robux and items, all of it happening in a near instant. Going into his account, the programmer sees that his account was also hijacked. It couldn't have been a cookie logger, and Roblox did not report a massive data breach, so he scours through his computer, looking for anything that could be secretly malicious. Unbeknownst to him and over 200,000 Roblox users, a Chrome extension sitting idly in their computers is responsible for everything. A backdoor. Defined as the door or entrance to the back of a building, but in computing terms. Searchblox, a Chrome extension that acts as a Roblox plugin. It makes it so that users are able to join others in game servers, regardless of privacy settings. Essentially, it allows users to spy on one another. A simple and harmless file inside the extension. Seemingly insignificant, it in fact holds a backdoor, allowing the creator access inside the accounts of everyone who downloaded the extension. The file contains a URL structure called image.png and image.text. It makes use of HTML character entities to pretend to show an image, attempting to mask itself as gibberish and nonsense, when in reality, it's loading ambiguous JavaScript behind the scenes. When that JavaScript is decoded, it reveals that the backdoor exfiltrates a user's Roblox credentials to a fetched domain. This site surveys that user's account, making note of every valuable item it holds. While the player's inventory is being scouted, their Robux is in the process of being siphoned away. Given that stealing the Robux outright would be impossible, given the security risks, the extension opts to create a t-shirt. This shirt is priced at the exact amount of Robux inside a user's account, as their account purchases that t-shirt. This is because of the exploitation of the site's API endpoints. When a client requests a resource from a website, an endpoint leads them to that specific location, much like a URL. The extension then sends an HTTP request to that endpoint, which would allow item purchases for the account, bypassing any restrictions set by the user. With that, the Robux of nearly 200,000 accounts vanishes. The valuables and limiteds are then targeted next. Trade requests are to a newly created account called Unstoppable Lucent. This account acts as a hold, almost like a mule, collecting the items, as it then sends it to another account called CCFont. With all the stolen items, CCFont is recorded as being the 13th richest Roblox account. From here, the accounts associated with the theft were all terminated, as was the faux group they made that acted as a hold for the stolen items. Speculation would assume that they would fork over the stolen valuables into the Roblox black markets to launder into cash. Fortunately, and to some uncharacteristically, Roblox acted quickly and helped prevent further damage from occurring, most likely due to the outrage on social media. During the following days, accounts were refunded, and Searchblox was removed from the Chrome Web Store. The person behind this is a notorious Roblox hacker and scammer called Lucent Waves. They lure unknowing users towards malicious third-party extensions, stealing account information, Robux, items through use of phishing scams, verification scams, and malicious code. To this present day, they are still online and active. As the rumors spread about John and Jane Doe hacking Roblox began to fester, another urban legend sought to cement itself into Roblox history. Created in 2010, 1x1 was a test account, much like the aforementioned John and Jane Doe accounts. The belief that 1x1 was a hacker started when its creator, a Roblox engineer, spread word that there was an evil 1x1. An exploit was recently discovered that allowed control scripts to be inserted into online spaces. A former administrator then found that in certain games, there would be heads falling from the sky, saying things such as, "He's coming back," and 1x1 is coming for you. The legend of this account is primarily due to insert scripts being used to mess with players. Given the Roblox user base and its naivety, this caused the idea of 1x1 being a hacker to spread like wildfire. Claims were thrown around that the account was secretly part of a hacker group, or that it was an exploiter behind all of it. As usual, despite the rumors being debunked time and time again, many still believed it to be true. At some point, the account was terminated, with Roblox themselves making playful references to it in their events and media. It's since become one of the most well-known hacker legends of Roblox.